Hey guys, how are you today? Welcome to my channel Bing and Bong. This is Avi, and you're watching Minding My Business. Hey guys, how are you guys doing today? I hope you guys are all safe, and with all the lockdowns closing up throughout the world, I think things will get a little easier. So, guys, this episode I am actually I have connected with two of my friends, which you will see ahead in this video on Zoom. These two guys, Katya and Nikita, I met them back in Moscow in 2019, and I tried to connect with them and see what was going on in Moscow during the lockdown. Just a 10-minute talk, and yeah, guys. So without wasting much time, let's tune into the Zoom call which I had. It's a little poorly recorded, and please excuse me for that. And yeah, guys, I hope you enjoy this.
Hi, John.
What's up?
How are you?
What's up, Nikita, Katya? How are you?
Nice, nice.
We
And
are
you?
perfect.
How is your lockdown going?
Pretty well actually. So until today, it was very strict with going out. We had to get basically permissions. You could get them only if you work in the sectors of economy that are essential. And otherwise than that, you could travel for your own needs only twice a week. And only if it's something very important, like, for example, bringing products to your grandma or something like that.
Oh, okay. And I mean, how has your days been? I mean, for last 2 months. I mean, we are actually, bored. Yeah, completely bored. But I mean, in Dubai again, they opened up like a month back. They had given some relaxations, and the bars and restaurants were actually operating with 30% capacity. But I think it hit back, and the cases increased in last few weeks. So today is Eid, and I think from tomorrow again it's all shut back, and I mean there's complete sanitization going on everywhere, and wherever we go, I mean we are not allowed to go without the gloves as well. So you can't go to the superstore without the gloves, and they're not allowing anyone. And I mean, in India, the cases are even bad. So I wanted to know how Russia is doing, because the other day there's this guy called Bald and Bankrupt. He posts those travel vlogs. So apparently in Belarus there was no such lockdown, and I mean he went for a trip in Belarus and Ukraine. So I was like wondering how are you guys doing, and I saw the video the other day for Katya also. I think you put some YouTube video, right? So I was like, okay, these guys are going out also. So I thought I'll have a chat with you guys and see how it's been, for last 2-3 weeks. I mean, no shortage of stuff and all. I mean, you guys, are you guys?
Yeah, no,
every day?
everything on the shelves. Only I think the first two 2 days there were problems. Yeah, but in
Because
general,
everyone panicked and everyone said, oh, let's buy everything right now. And yeah, so for 2 days it was kind of strange.
But then, yeah, people sometimes ignore what the government says, because they said on 9th of May, which is a huge day for Russians, where everybody goes to celebrate. Government said no one goes outside, no picnics, no barbecue, please stay at home. But outside there were people with kids playing, doing barbecue in the huge companies. So it's a big problem with Russian people. They don't follow what is said, and we are second by cases, the number of cases.
But I mean, has this been like this from the beginning, or you guys started getting the cases later on? I mean, because in many countries, in the beginning there were no cases, because in India they couldn't test for a while, so it took a while for them to get the first number up, And right now, I mean, they're top of the charts. I mean, not top, but probably they'll get there. So we don't know. So I mean, Russia that way. I mean, we have not heard much bad things about, I mean, that way. I mean, not that negative news is going around. And I mean, I wanted to also know, how is the job scenario there otherwise? I mean, are people losing their jobs, or salary cuts or something? How is it going on over there?
So yeah, people are losing their jobs. but not as many actually. Lots of them are still working from home.
Okay.
And those who lose their jobs, they can get some money from the government. It's not super great. I think they get around $300 per month.
Not bad.
Until they find a job for I think at least half a year. Yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's not great. It's just like barely enough. But yeah. And
retirement pension.
Yeah, it's like pension for older people. And people who were entrepreneurs and who lost their businesses, they get like $30.
Oh, okay. And how long you think this? I mean, already. I mean, I know your tourism business is.
We lost the connection with you. Properly. Can you repeat?
Can you see me now?
Is there something with the connection?
Now it's okay.
Now it's
now it's fine.
Okay.
Maybe.
Okay. I wanted to also know. I mean, I know the tourism business is already gone, but
yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Coming back.
Now it's okay. Yeah, now you're come back.
Okay. So I wanted to ask, I mean, when do you think all this will resume? I mean, you think, I mean, probably July. I mean, you said things are going to open up in June, right? In Russia. But are you sure? Because see, in most of the places, a day before the opening, the government comes back and says, okay, let's lock down for another 3 weeks. And that way, I mean, you think things look good till July, or like, I mean, you have no hopes that, I mean, it's not going to open in June. I mean, do you actually think it's going to open up?
We believe it's going to open because they promised to open it first on the 9th of May after the May holidays. So they already postponed it several times. And I think we were a bit later than the rest of Europe in the amount of cases. So it's like around 2 weeks delay for us.
More like a month.
Yeah, or more like a month. So we see that like Paris is opening now, that the entire Europe, Czech Republic. So probably Russia is also going to catch this and
half of the cities are actually already open. So, for example, in St. Petersburg, there are no strict restrictions on whether you can go outside or not go inside. And actually, in Moscow region, not in Moscow itself, but in Moscow region where we live, we don't need to get those permissions anymore since today. So we can travel freely around Moscow region. But for Moscow, it's a little bit different because that's where the epicenter of all the cases is.
Okay. And I mean, how are the hospitals doing? I mean, do they have like packed hospitals right now with patients, or like it's okay? I mean, because over here, like in India and in Dubai, I mean, they are filling up. I mean, every day 800 cases, So I don't think in India they have hospitals that much also. I mean, even the police doctors are getting infected. So, I mean, I'm not sure how things will improve there. Because they tried opening up in India also, and I think it backfired everywhere. I mean, it is backfiring everywhere wherever they're opening up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, here it's not that bad. Actually, most of the people, they have treatment from home, so they are not even hospitalized. They only hospitalize those who have to have the necessary treatment by the doctors and to be followed by the doctor.
Okay.
So actually they made some of the parks, like VDNH Park, some of the pavilions were turned into hospitals, actually. So they are expanding and just...
Actually, I mean, you can probably, I think half of Moscow can be put in that park. I mean, if you want to quarantine, I think half of Moscow can go in there. And also I was wondering, you guys have had no tourism business for last few months. I mean, since this time, have there been tourists who have been stuck in Russia? I mean, have you guys seen anyone who couldn't go back to their own countries?
I have heard from the cases and from the nationalities of people who were treated in Moscow and Moscow region hospitals. There were some people from Italy, from Vietnam, from somewhere else who were treated here. So they're basically stuck here until the borders will be open. But we haven't seen anyone on the streets. Yeah.
The problem is hotels are also closed, so they have nowhere to stay as well.
But yeah, I guess they stay in hospitals or I think they will figure it out.
Yeah.
Okay. And one more question. I mean, I was also wondering. So, I mean, are your domestic flights and trains, have they been going on? Or like even they were stopped for during the quarantine? I mean, your trains and all the flights within Russia, were they going on for last 2 months or like, I mean, stopped completely? Were they stopped? No.
They still were going on. There was a reduced number of flights. Basically, they were used only by businessmen who need to travel between the cities, who own some enterprises in several cities. And only if you need, for example, to go home. For example, if you're in Moscow and then there's a lockdown, but you live in Vladivostok, then you catch a plane and you can go there. But you couldn't freely travel around the country just for fun. It's only if you need it.
Yeah, because you have to create a special pass where you put all of the data about yourself, your passport, and also your aim of traveling. So without that, you couldn't go around.
And no international flights, yeah? No way. I don't think so.
There were.
There were just a few, but I think they're also only for business.
Emergency business. Okay.
Yeah, and I think you could travel if you just for fun somewhere, but you had to still sit there in quarantine for 2 weeks. And on return back, you had to sit in quarantine for 2 weeks. So,
but I think that way overall Russia has done pretty well. No, I mean overall, what I'm hearing around the world, I think, I mean, not bad. I mean, for a country so huge, I mean, you have to even see that for a country so huge. I think Russia has done pretty well for itself in this time. Because I think in the beginning US was okay, but then they suddenly shot up, and right now, I mean, there's no end to what's happening in US, and that way I think Russia, I mean, we have not heard much. I mean, there are cases, but I don't think you guys are leading the charts in any way. I mean,
we're actually almost leading the charts. I think we're actually number 2 in cases, but it's only Moscow. So other cities, they kind of were able to contain it because they don't have as many people and they're not as big business hubs as Moscow. But in Moscow, that's where we have, I think, like 80% of all the cases for Russia.
Okay. And you guys know anybody among, I mean, your acquaintances who actually got admitted or something?
No.
No, nobody. Thank God. Okay. Fair enough, guys. So how's your Sunday going on? Boring?
So.
Yeah. We're just updating our website for tours. So yeah, we have something to do.
Yeah, trying to do the videos, like to develop and the entertainment.
Every Saturday, right? You guys come up every Saturday.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, nice. I'll put your channel description also in my video when I post it out. I'll share the link as well. I mean, I'm just trying to make videos on people from different parts of the world actually with what's the update. So, I mean, for Russia, I mean, you are the 2 guys only I know. So I thought, I mean, whom I'll contact.
Yeah, so here is like honest, no like media thing from the real people who live in Russia. So yeah.
I mean, perfect.
Without exaggerating the problem, but also giving the honest view on what's going on.
True. Okay, guys. I mean, thanks very much for connecting. Yeah, I mean, I really appreciate taking out time for this. And yeah, you guys be safe. Okay, take care, guys.
You too.
Yeah, you too.
It was very nice to see you. Yeah.
Thank you, Katya.
Bye.
Yeah, bye.
Bye. Cheers. Guys, I hope you like this video. Guys, please put down in the comment section below if you like this, and please like, comment and subscribe. We need more viewers in this channel. We're trying to get new content, and I will be back with a brand new episode next week. Until then, ta-da!